Good afternoon, sir. Sir, Muruganandam,
Good
sir.
afternoon, madam.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, one and all present here. This is a time to introduce our chief guest, Dr. Muruganandam Ponusamy, Professor, Registrar, Saint Kitts College of Engineering, Kottayam, Kerala. He's published several journal, patent, and published a book called An Introduction to Management Principles, Lab Mampert Academic Publishing in the year 2019. And he has administrative and academic experience, now currently working as a registrar in St. Kitts Group of Institution, and he's acting as a consultancy NBA accreditation preparedness, and he's a resource person and subject expert for AICT Margadarsh, and a subject expert for NBA, NAC, and AICT training program. And he has several job responsibilities like HR, recruitment, training, salary, finance, budgeting, and examinations, schedule, question paper, and coordinator for IQAC and IUCE, Universal Collaboration for Engineering Education. On behalf of Sri Sairam Engineering College and Department of Computer Science Engineering, I welcome you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your introduction about myself. Give me a moment. I can share my screen. I think, okay, I will stop others. Hope my screen is visible to all and I am audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Right. And thank you, Professor Dr. Meena Kabilan and the authorities of Sri Sai Ram Engineering College to get me introduction with more than 100 participants, that too energetic with lots of questions, right? I am saying for the past 2+ sessions, and people are actively participating with a lot of eager as well as technical questions, right? So today I thought of discussing something with you in connection with the same IoT topic, of course, a little different way, right? Uh, the holistic approach to Internet of Things. See, when we talk about IoT, of course, everyone knows well, it is a system where we are interrelating computing devices. Of course, I am from mechanical, so mechanical devices or equipments or machineries, even digital machines, even objects, animals also, of course, people. So we are interconnected or interrelating two or more items together, right? Over a network without requiring importantly human to human or human to computer interaction. Most of the occasions, right? So these things are all connected with something, right? Which is called, we used to call the term as internet. So in short, the IoT refers to the rapidly growing network of connected objects that are able to collect and exchange data using, I can say, sensors or thermostats, right? Or even lights or refrigerators, whatnot. So it is going to collect some data. When we connect two or more number of computing devices or mechanical devices or mechanical machines, then definitely it is going to exchange something which is called, we usually call as data, right? So this Internet of Things generally utilized for transferring the data. We are doing something or many things by using the data. So here I am saying something regarding sensors, actuators, which are embedded in physical objects that are linked through wired, some occasions wireless also, through networks, right? So there are a number of similar concepts, but Internet of Things is by far the most popular term to describe the phenomenon. You know the histories and all well, which comes in the year of 1999, and it emerged in only in the past decade, that is 2010-11, right? So we can use this term in several ways, and I thought of discussing this topic under the title, a holistic approach to the Internet of Things? Anything? Border? Not audible?
Sir, it is audible, sir.
Okay,
Nothing.
someone raised something.
No,
That's
sir.
okay.
No, sir. Participant, kindly
Okay,
unmute
fine.
yourself. Okay,
Okay.
thank
It's nature. Okay.
you. Okay.
So I thought of discussing this particular topic under the title "A Holistic Approach Towards Internet of Things" for today's the next 1.5 hour time. So when we say the Internet of Things, of course, right? This is the most hyped concept in the IT world as on date, right? An open and comprehensive network of intelligent objects. I am using the next term, intelligent objects that have the capacity to auto-organize, share information, data and resources, reacting and acting in face of situations and changes in the environment. So in this definition, what I am saying, I am just a little bit added that artificial intelligence term also, right? When we say, right, when we say auto-organize, when we say sharing the information, when we say data and resources reacting, right, according to the situation as well as the environment, then definitely we have to have the term artificial intelligence also, because without talking this terminology, we cannot come for a definite conclusion about IoT in any way, right? So we are talking this for past several uh, years. I can say more than 2 decades. We are talking about this IoT. Of course, we are talking about another one term, right? And it can be mentioned in different ways according to the situation also. If it is a mechanical oriented places, then we can say it is an industrial internet or industrial internet of things, right? If it is a pure computer or pure mechanical, then we can say machine to machine or internet of everything. So it can be termed in different ways according to the situation and the usage. Okay, but the majority people are using the term only the IoT, but it can be interpreted in different ways also, right? So when we say this Internet of Things, almost anything, I am not saying all, almost anything, but it can be included our living things also. If at all connected with the internet, if at all connected with the internet, regardless of location or regardless of the physical infrastructure, then the term will be called as infrastructure. It is for the easy understanding for the people. I seen some of the students also participating in this, so that I added in the known session, right? So when we talk about IoT, I told we cannot omit the artificial intelligence term. Similarly, we cannot omit the big data. When we talk about IoT, obviously the big data also plays in a major role, right? I told when we connect to two or more number of computing devices or even the machines, then it is transacting or transferring data from one point to another point as well as vice versa. In that case, numerous number of data are transferring from one point to multiple points as well as vice versa also. When we transfer such kind of data, right, then we may think about the privacy, security, as well as the consumer welfare, those who are sharing the data. So these three terms are also coming under the category of holistic approach, right? So what about our privacy? What about our security? What about our welfare when I share such kind of items towards the common place, right? Because we don't know many things. I will come to the ML algorithms, which discussed a little in the morning session also, right? So definitely when we have such kind of things, it should have a flow. When we say Internet of Things, it is also having a definite process. Of course, we have to monitor. When we say we are collecting data or the data is processing or the data is transferring, then definitely we may go for analyzing it. When we go for analyzing, for an example, I am saying, when we say, okay, I will take the example of the smartwatch, which we are all eager to have, right? So the data related with my physique, right? How much calorie I am having as of now, how much calorie I burned, or how much calorie I had, or how much calorie I am having as on the time, as on the moment, or what is the blood pressure of mine as on a particular moment. So those personal data, right, are analyzed with the trained model which is set in the particular smartwatch, right? When I say trained model, I assuming that you people are knowing machine learning little bit. So in that sense, when it exceeds the setting, when I'm saying exceeding setting, the blood pressure, the normal blood pressure range will be set in the particular smartwatch. When it receives the data from our body, and if it is analyzing with the existing model, existing the presetted data, and if it is exceeded higher or lower, then it will give an alert, so that we may get some conscious about the maintenance of our body on time. So this is the generic example which may utilize for explaining Internet of Things with big data in the health sector, right? So in this scenario, right, many giants in this world are judging or predicting or forecasting like this. What do you mean for forecast? They are saying that this many number of gadgets will be utilized or connected with internet within this particular period. This is taken some 2 years back, but it is almost breached, because the Gartner forecasted 26 billion, it is almost breached, and the Cisco forecasted about 50 billion, it is about to reach. Maybe because of the corona session, it is happening in a faster way. Of course, the Morgan Stanley as well as Intel predictions are not attained as of now. In this connection, I am going to correlate the human brain, which is having 86 billion neurons, but this IoT is going to connect more than 200 billion devices, means you have to think how much it has to execute, how much traffic will be coming, and how many data or how much data will be transferred or stored or are used in that particular sector, right? So this will give us a large scope of better chances to do research in this specific field. That's what I mentioned, right? And I can say one additional example. Recently, during this corona period, lovely professional university students as well as their professors made this, right, 20 seconds for life. We were all informed by the government and medical authorities that we have to do frequent washing of our hands, that too 20 seconds continuously, right? Are we watching our time, and accordingly are we doing the washing of our hands? Definitely no, right? Sometimes we may think that okay, I did well as per the requirement criteria, right? But most of the time we may take in 5 seconds or 7 seconds or mostly 10 seconds maximum, and our mindset is having such a fixed item that we did well, right? So these particular students, what they did is, whenever you press the particular sanitizing equipment, it will start giving music continuously for 20 seconds, so that the particular person or the individual will make awareness. This is a small way, and it is connected with the internet of these persons, so that they claim that the IoT is effectively utilized in even lower level also, right? So whenever we say something, there will be some challenges. When we say the Internet of Things, definitely we are having a thought process that, are we depending this technology in a higher way, so that are we going to lose most of the jobs in the future? Or if you are doing such kind of activity with the connected internet devices, our privacy is not safe. These are the three thought process generally people always think, right? When we talk about something related to reduce the time of the human work, immediately a group of people will come up and they will complain that it will damage the life, or that it will damage the job, so that people will lose their job in a higher way. So this is a common complaint in our country specifically. So in that case, how we are going to manage it, whether these challenges, the specified challenges, are true, and if it is true, what is the extent it is true, right? that we have to analyze, and accordingly we can go forward. And I hope the person who invented Internet of Things terminology is Kevin Austin. The background is like this. He is not really intended to make this particular term. He thought of impressing his higher authorities when he worked in Auto ID labs. Instead of that barcode QR code scanners, right, he came up with this kind of item, right? But it is not emerged in the year of 1999. It took around 1 decade. Maybe again I can say it is the people mentality to accept new things in the emerging time, right? So when we talk about IoT, morning speaker also talked something in connection with this, especially the smart city. I am coming with an example of smart city which is connected purely IoT. I will come after some 6 or 7 subtopics, right? So when we talk about this IoT, the versatility of IoT has become very popular in the recent past, for the past 10 plus years. There are many advantages to having a device based on IoT. If you are looking the again forecasting, you might hear the terminology which is called a McKinsey. See, the McKinsey Global Institute also come up with a forecasting. It is saying like this: within the next 5 years, that is within 2025, and the revenue generated from IoT will become 6.2 trillion US dollar, right? Which is again huge money, right? And how it is connected with our Indian people, let us wait for some more slide, right? When we talk about the practical applications, I can say something which is very much interested. One is home automation, right? Home automation, most of us are having such kind of experience of fixing, right? And the sensor for announcing or intimating or informing the dropping of water level in our overhead tank. Most of our houses are equipped in such kind of equipment. Again, it is working under IoT only. But this one is an interesting one, which is called Wemo Switch Smart Plug. It is also similar to our plug, little costlier, which comes around 2000 rupees as on date, 2000 plus something, right? So it can be plugged into any regular outlet, and it can be accepts the power cable from any device, and it can be used to turn it and turn off from our mobile app, right? So this is one example for personal home automation system. In addition to that, we are having several things. Then we can go for enterprise. Maybe a few of us are having the experience of staying in good hotel where the centralized air conditioner will reset automatically according to the number of human occupying the room, right? Auto sensoring. Similarly, we can go for various applications which can be monitored, which can be controlled by using a mobile app itself. No need of depending on the PCs itself. It can be in any form as on the date. Similarly, we are having the utilities. Nowadays, we are talking about the smart metering or smart grid or water monitoring system, right? Or we can say advanced metering infrastructure. See, when I say advanced metering infrastructure, specifically the Tamil Nadu government came up with the policy of solar. Similarly, other states, nearby other states, Telangana as well as Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh also having very good renewable energy policies, right? Which means the public also invest in such kind of infrastructure, and the production will be utilized by the government as a reverse metering. So in that case, the government may receive power production from various locations, and it will be directed or utilized in the required place in a required time. So in that sense, definitely the IoT is having a big role, right? So this is a very good research proposal also, because most of the people are involving in this research. So let us think yourself which area you are interested to execute it. Of course, again, I can say the Corona situation, most of our toll gates are come up with the fast track sticker, right? So the electronic toll collection system also nowadays done through IoT in a better way. So in addition to that, I don't know how many of you are aware about this. Recently, Tamil Nadu government announced about the GPS fixing in all the taxis, right? When the taxi runs more than 80 kilometer speed, then the alert will be given to the driver automatically. At the same time, if the driver is not bothering that particular alert, and if he is keep on driving means, then the alert will be given to the next nearest check post or the police officials, right? This system is already available in the Kerala state. In Kerala state, all the taxis should have a GPS, and if they are crossing the speed limit of 80 kilometer, it will give the alert to the driver immediately. Immediately sense, not even a second, in microseconds it will give. At the same time, if it continues for continuously more than 5 to 10 seconds, it will give the alert to the particular control room, right? So that the person will be, the driver will be alert throughout the travel, so that we can avoid a lot of, we can say, accidents. It is happening well in the state of Kerala, as well as in the state of Tamil Nadu. It's coming up, and other few states also coming up with this kind of things. Then I am coming with the smart city, right? So when we talk about large scale deployment, right, I can say an example of a smart city which is in South Korea. The name as Songdo, Songdo, right? It is almost 1,500 acres of a man-made city, right? The beauty is the buildings, almost more than 100 buildings with more than 20 million square feet, right? When I say 20 million square feet, you cannot imagine that. All the 20 million square feet, 100 plus buildings are certified by a green building certification. That is the beauty. And importantly, every activity in that particular city is connected with wires. This is the first wonderful city which is connected 100% wirely. As on the date, more than 50,000 people are living there, and it is about to complete in this year, but due to several reasons, it is not yet completed as on the date. And this is the first city in the world which is 100% connected through wire. When we say smart city, this is the real smart city. If you are asking another examples, right? If you are asking another examples, I can say a particular knowledge city, which is in Singapore, which is called Sino Singapore, right? That is also wired one, internally connected with internet. It is from there, right from 2014 onwards. And one more example, we can say a waterway in Newark, which is utilized for monitoring the vessels throughout 24/7, 365 days. Right. These are all comes under the category of large scale deployment. Of course, Indian government also announced several smart cities. Those smart cities are all in the starting stage, right? Maybe few of you heard about a city which is in Ahmedabad, right? That is also not a completed 100%, but it is a better internally connected with wires city in India, right? So like that, we may think of making deployment of IoT in large scale, right? When we say like a large scale, we can think of our home itself alone. When we go for a home, at least in our room or at least in our few activities. And importantly, the last one, I can say medical, right? Without IoT, we cannot make the health sector in a perfect or efficient way in this recent past, right? Because most of us are stunned with our four walls in a home, right? We are not allowed to go outside, and because of the IoT, most of us are getting relaxed mentally in a higher efficient way. So these are all some practical applications which we can keep as a example for making our or planning our research in the coming days, right? Okay, and this is for a knowledge purpose I put. There is no much relation directly to the FDP topic. Always we are hearing this word healthcare as well as healthcare, single word as well as double term. What is the difference in it? Okay, Again, most of the participants are students category. I thought of making this awareness also, right? So when we talk about my topic, the holistic approach to the IoT, right? How it is making the environment, how it is making the mindset of people, right? How it is making the ethical value. So those three terms can come under the topic of holistic, right? So when we talk about ethics, right? When we talk about environmental ethics, right? It is the philosophical discipline that considers the moral as well as ethical relationship of human beings to the environment, right? While ethical issues concerning the environment have been debated for, I can say, centuries, right? Environmental ethics didn't emerge as a philosophical discipline till 1970s. I can say the past 50 years, it is not emerged before that 50 years, right? Why it is emerged? The reason is the result of increased awareness of how the rapidly growing world population was impacting the environment. We can say as well as the environmental consequences that came with the growing use of pesticides, industry, and technology. When we started using of these pesticides, or when we started the higher level of technology as well as industry, then this environmental issues debate started. So the environmental ethic helps define man's moral and ethical obligations towards the environment. But human values become a factor when looking at environmental ethics. Human values are the things that are important to individual that they then use to evaluate action, or we can say event. In other words, humans assign value to certain things and then use this assigned value to make decisions about whether something is right or something is wrong. Right? For example, I can say like this: is it ethical to cut down the forest to make room for a farmland? For example, I can say the country like South Africa, right? It is an undeveloped country, some portions, right? So there, if a person is cutting a tree for his daily life, means we can say that is not comes under ethical issue. But if you are saying a grown country where people are cutting the trees for something, means immediately we will object. For example, I can say the incident happened in Bombay few months back. The entire people came up with the objection that why government has to cut trees which are on the road, right? Similarly, we know the fossil fuel like petrol, diesel are making more pollution. Of course, the electric vehicles are not doing, but still, are we changing such kind of things immediately? Whether it is a moral to use by knowing that the fossil fuels are making pollution to the environment, right? Similarly, is it ethical for constructing a dam, hydroelectric dam, right, for producing the power, knowing that some species of the fishes will get eliminated, right? Similarly, is it ethical or moral for making the mining techniques? Again, you will ask a question, sir, we are talking about IoT and you are talking about some four different areas, different sectors, right? How it is connected with the IoT. When we go for constructing a dam, we are using IoT nowadays, right? When we go for doing mining, the IoT is helping in a huge way, right? So I am raising these four questions among the participants. With these four questions, we will go to the next discussions, right? So when we talk about these environmental issues, the climate change, the pollution, the conservation, right? Like that, I can list n numbers. For a easy understanding, I can say this. When we talk about pollution, everybody knows air pollution, light pollution, noise pollution, water pollution. I am sure everybody knows air pollution, everybody knows water pollution, but most of us are not aware much about light pollution as well as noise pollution. Maybe in city, some people may affected such kind of light as well as noise pollution, right? But still, uh, uh, these are all big threat to the people, big threat to the society. And of course, if you are using IoT in a proper way, we may be able to reduce in a great way in these sectors also, right? So I thought of talking this climate change, energy, pollution, toxins, as well as intensive farming for correlating the holistic approach to the today's topic of session IoT, right? So when we say the Internet of Things, we are saying that we are connecting two or more number of equipments or devices or machineries together, right? For all those things, we are required certain amount of gadgets, electronic gadgets, right? I'm not saying the term computer, I am saying the term electronic components, right? A set of electronic components. It may be desktop or it may be a laptop or mobile or tab, right? Any type of gadget which is having a set of electronic components, and it is connecting with the power. When you connect with the power with such kind of components, it is always having the habit of emitting CO2 to the environment, right? Depend upon the number of components, depend upon the quantity, quality of its characteristics, it may emit more amount of CO2 or less amount of CO2, right? So just for your thought process, we are 138 plus crore people in India, and everybody wants to live comfortably, enjoyably, with luxurious gadgets, right? With all facilities. Of course, all the gadgets, facilities are connected with power. And we are talking to connect, automate all those gadgets for our simplified life. In that sense, definitely it will emit a particular amount of CO2 into the environment. Of course, most of you may belongs to computer science area. If you are even using an email, right, that is emitting almost 20 gram of CO2. That is equivalent to the light of 60-watt lamp glowing for about an half an hour time. Assuming if you are using 20 miles per day over a period of 1 year, it is equivalent to the CO2 emission by traveling a car for about 1,000 kilometers, right? And the usual term, known term, router also consuming higher amount of energy, right? So like that, there are several striking data are available in connection with IoT, right? When we talk about the IoT, we are supposed to have a data center, because we are connecting to or more number of devices. Okay, somebody is telling sound is very slow. I hope now it is clear to all. Okay, so when we talk about this data center, right, that is equivalent to 1/10 of the one tenth of the thermal power plant, right? I hope most of you heard about thermal power plant, and it is consuming almost 100 megawatt, right? So the next one, when you talk about the search engines, right? If you are asking something, immediately we will go to the Google and we will search. And when we type something for searching, it will come thousands of recommendations, thousands of identified results. If it is comes with 5 results, right, then it is emitting at least 0.8 gram. You know the reason. These machines are all connected through internet, wirely or wirelessly, right? And when it wants to search something, right, then the message has to travel millions of computers. When it travels to millions of computer, everyone will consume energy, as well as when it consumes energy, it will emit certain amount of CO2, right? It is equivalent to 9.9 kg of CO2 equivalent per year, right? So in our each and every activity, connection with IoT is making bigger issues in the environment, right? So when browsing the web, I told it is emitting certain amount of CO2. It is equivalent to travel of 1,400 kilometers by car, or we can say 360 kilowatt hour electricity and 2,900 liters of water, right? These are all proven researches forecasted by various tools and techniques, right? From there, I just compiled this data for our knowledge. So this is what I told. Do I emit CO2 when I surf the internet? Yes, it is true. Whenever we surfing the internet, it will do. Specifically, the servers are all consuming more amount of energy. When it consume more amount of energy, the electronic gadgets or components will react with the energy and it will emit CO2 outside the to the environment, right? Even if you are plugged and not used means also it will emit certain amount of CO2, right? Does the internet use a lot of energy? I already told, right? If you are looking the energy production in the world, last year it was 1,52,000 terawatt hour, 1,52,000 something terawatt hour. Among this 1,52,000 terawatt hour, 6 to 10% is utilized by this ICT technology, information and communication technology equipments, machines consumed 6 to 10% of the global electricity consumption. Of course, Indian power production in the last year was 1350 terawatt hour. It is less than 1% of the global production. And it is increasing 5 to 7% every year. Specifically in this corona period, the consumption gone more than 12%. Okay, that is the recent survey, right? And we are going to get more number of components connected with the internet in the future, that too within next 5 years. That's what Gartner is mentioned, around 50 million, 60 million like that, and Intel predicted as 200 million, right? So in that sense, what is the how much we are going to damage the environment in the coming days? I think I took almost 30 minutes so far. So I thought of asking you also to give a comment about, 1 second, give me a moment. My God. Right. I will share a link in your chat box. You click and make your polling. Give me a moment. I have little bit. Give me a moment. I will give the link on the chat box. Yeah. I have posted a link on your chat box. I think, is it reached? You got my link? Yeah. So I given a link on your chat box. You click and give your polling, or please go to Menti.com website. Give the passcode 8887710. You can give the polling just to know which sector you people are blocks, right? I just asked a question, maybe know your graduation, because most of the occasions people are feeling that, right? People are feeling, right? This IoT or big data, or even I can say C programming, right? When we teach this C programming to non-computer science people, right, and the students immediately start asking questions, or what is the need of learning this particular item, right? But nowadays, I can say, irrespective of branch of engineering, all students are interested towards this kind of technologies. When I say technology, IoT is a technology, big data is a technology. It is not pure engineering, right? So, right. And what I expected is 100% correct here, because almost, right? Most of the people belongs to non-computer science category, right? Only 25% as of now, right? Among these 25 people, only 6 people belongs to computer science related, and the remaining are all in other category, right? Let me give another 20 seconds time so that the remaining people also can complete. By the time I can have a glass of water. Okay, now computer science category people got what is that anxiety that their group strength is less, so they are coming up, right? Very good. So 37 polled. Among this 37, one is from MCA, but still you look the response, right? So now the challenge for computer science people are, right, the other branch people also getting training in these technology areas, right? And of course, if it is a electrical engineer, right, electrical engineering candidate, right, then he may be expertise in grid management. And if he is utilizing this machine learning for improving his grid management activity, right, then he can easily shine in the career. So now the computer science people are having much challenges to learn other branch of activities also. So because of that reason only, people are saying always the interdisciplinary projects or interdisciplinary activities must be increased in our engineering curriculum, right? Okay, almost 40 plus people polled. I can do one thing. I can keep this poll open till end of the day. Okay, and the remaining people can make it possibly even after the session also. So the reason behind this, most of us are using mobile phone, right? Most of you are watching this live through mobile, so it is difficult for you to shift from one window to another window in an easier way, right? I thought of connecting this with a principle which is called as Kubler-Ross change curve, right? Since most of the participant belongs to student category, right? I can say an example like that, right? Most of you are having the interest of owning a two-wheeler or four-wheeler when you joined this engineering stream, irrespective of UG or PG, right? Immediately, right? Immediately, some of your parents will accept and give you a vehicle. Most of the cases, parents will tell no, right? So in that scenario, we have to come over some situations. The situation may be a shock. You may expect that your father will give immediately, right? Because he assured you some years back. But now he rejected so that you got a shocking way. Sometime you may ask question to your parent, why you are not purchasing a vehicle for me? What is the problem if I am owning a vehicle when I goes to engineering college, right? Then some occasions your friends may come with such kind of vehicle and your parents are not allowing you to use it, even though you are having such kind of vehicle in your home. You will become a frustrated mind. After some time, you will think of in a deep manner and you will say, I am fed up of this, right? Then slowly you will go to your mother and start asking that you can also come so that you can understand my driving. I will drive properly. So that after making assurance about my driving, by making a journey to me with me to a mall or a college or a particular place, so you will start doing experiments to prove you, right? So that it will come for a decision statement. I can put in different aspect in terms of IoT, right? Most of us are having experience of, right, getting a possible phishing mail, right, or phishing message. You click it so that you will get immediately an Amazon offer, right? Most of us had such kind of experience. I believe so, right? Most of us. So when we experience such kind of things, right? After clicking, after giving all our data, right? We found that that is a cheating link. Immediately we will get shocked, right? Then immediately we will feel that no, I don't have anything in my mobile. I don't have any bank account details in my mobile. So I am not going to lose anything. So nothing problem, right? We will deny. In case if you are having such kind of right account data, internet usage of bank accounts through the same mobile, Then we will think ourselves, is it possible for the hacker to get my bank details? Is it possible for the hacker to look my photo gallery, right? If at all you feel more, then you will be silent for some days or some hours, right? Then immediately what will we do? We will go to Facebook and we will change the password. Then we will ask our other friends whether they got such kind of thing and whether they experienced such kind of things. Somebody will take a decision, you delete that link, switch off the mobile, switch on the mobile, go further usage, hereafter don't do, right? We will integrate. So which category we people are in connection with this IoT? Are we still in shock condition or denial condition that the IoT will not execute for the next 10 years or 15 years? Or we are in frustration mode that this IoT web connectivity is not getting properly. Morning also some of the participants made complaint on the chat box that they are not having a proper link, right? Their link is not working, or they are not getting the voice properly, or they are not getting the connection properly. Are you in frustration mode, or are you in depression mode? Anyhow, if you are a human, if you are, we are a human, we have to overcome these situations. Ultimately, we have to go for the decision as well as integration way. Suppose if you are in shock, denial, anger, then we require more amount of information and communication. If you are in bargaining depression mode, then we are in required of emotional support. If you are in acceptance and solving problem, then we are in need of guidance and direction. Why I said this? Most of us are here knowingly or unknowingly, right, attending this FDP for the past 4+ days, right? If you are a beginner, then we will be in shock, denial, anger mode. Then we require more amount of information, communication about IoT. If you are in depressed mode, sir, I am hearing this for the past 4+ days, right? Then we require some emotional support. Or, sir, I am knowing these all fundamentals. Then you require some guidance and direction. So again, you think of yourself, which category you people are belongs, right? Whether you are required in emotional support or in communication support or a direction support, right? Accordingly, you can go for choosing the people. So when we talk about the holistic, right, we can talk most relevant area is this healthcare, right? Because nowadays the entire operations, I can say the entire operations of hospitals are happening with the help of IoT. See, before Internet of Things, most of the patients' interactions with doctors were limited to visits and tele sometimes, and sometimes text communication in the ground countries, not mostly in our country. So there was no way doctors or hospitals could monitor patients' health continuously and make recommendations accordingly. Even if you are going to a hospital, the doctor will say, along with patient, there must be one supporter, right? Why they are saying that? Because they are not able to monitor continuously. So in that scenario, the patient, the provider, the payer, right? There is a need of connection. How we can make connection? If you are talking about the patients, right? If you are providing IoT for patients, generally how it will be, I told one example as a smartwatch. Other things, the devices in the form of wearables, right? We can say the fitness bands and wirelessly connected devices. What are the things wirelessly connected devices? Blood pressure, heart rate monitoring cuffs, glucometer, right? There are several IoT activated wireless equipments available for patients, right? So those things, right? These devices, that's what I told. We have to enrich our interdisciplinary activity because these equipments are all electronic components, right? So without knowing the operation or function of this, we may not be able to connect with this IoT, right? So these kind of things, which are all generally used by patients, not only patients, for monitoring purpose also. So in that sense, right, the physicians, the doctors, the purpose is the data received from the patient, that too specifically for an example, heart monitoring device. I told that will be a wireless equipment. So that will be transferred data of the heartbeats, right, per minute basis to the system which is set in the hospital or set with the doctor. So when it exceeds its limit, it will give some alert to the doctor, not only doctor, to the hospital, not only to the hospital, to the close relatives, which are all settled freely. So the physicians as well as the hospitals, right? Then comes the new emerging area, insurance. Nowadays, what we are doing after reaching the hospital, if the hospital is providing, right, free cash admissions, we can join. Otherwise, after treatment, we have to settle the bill with the insurance people. But soon after admitting into the hospital, within 24 hours or 36 or 48 maximum, we have to give communication to the insurance people. Suppose if the device, the heart monitoring device, which is giving alert to the doctor as well as the close relatives about the exceeding limit of heartbeat, and the data is given to the insurance company also, means then just think of how much comfort will be happen for the society, right? So here the question comes, IoT ethics, whether we are having the privacy of our data, right? So when we talk about this redefining healthcare, I told the devices, various devices, right? We can say n number of devices. For example, I put some sensors, cameras in this particular slide. So these devices are collecting certain amount of data, right, from the specified areas, and those things will be pre-processed. Why we are pre-processing? We have to talk about this analog as well as digital forms. You have to enrich some knowledge in analog as well as digital form. Most of these devices are receiving analog data that has to be converted as a digital for the further data processing, which is called as pre-processing, right? So once the data is collected and pre-processed, then we have to keep it in a storage, right? See, when we say storage, the storage will be like this. It might be data center or it might be cloud. These are the two things. Already I told the data center, which is we can directly connect like 1/10 of the thermal power plant, which is consuming 100 megawatt, right? Similarly, cloud also. So then the stored data will be analyzed, and according to the analyze, according to the data presetted, it will make decisions, right? When we say make decisions, again we have to think of our machine learning or deep learning algorithms, right, where our role is in a higher way. You will understand that the relation between discussion of machine learning, deep learning, as well as the CO2 emission within another couple of slides, right? So this is what I am saying. The devices are collecting and it will be pre-processed, then it will be stored, and the stored data will be analyzed for multiple purpose. So if you are looking the advantage, it is easy to say cost reduction. And of course, improved treatment. How can we say improved treatment? As on when the heart monitoring device gives alert, the close relatives as well as the doctors or the hospital will get alert and give treatment, so that there is no need of any negative impact, so that the faster disease diagnosis will happen, and we can say this proactive treatment will happen. And the lastly, I put this drugs and equipment management, right? Most of the occasions, most of the homes, specifically the elder people, right? We used to take care of them by providing these drugs, the medicines, right? In each and every sessions properly by maximum monitoration, right? Why it is happening? Those people should not take more amount of medicine than the specified amount. Suppose if you are connecting those things also along with IoT, right? This is also an upcoming area for the people, those who are interested to do research in IoT, right? So this drugs and equipment management is a good field, and it is making lot of impacts among the society in this recent past, right? Next, whatever we have benefits, right? Whatever we have benefits, without making awareness, education of society, we cannot succeed in our day-to-day operation. So the end user, I put as a separate one, right? Next one. When we talk about IoT, I told data, big data, or even we can say we can say cyber security, right? These things are all unavoidable. So these things, when we connect most number of things, then it is possible for cyber crime also. When there is a positive, there will be a negative. The coin is having two sides, king and tail, right? So we started with several things. Recently, we are having this ransomware attack. We are having malware attack. Most of us are having the crypto mining as well as crypto jacking. Identify the identity theft, violating privacy, stealing, leaking data, human sex trafficking, selling weapons, selling drugs online, manipulation of IPR, say stealing information, digital currency scams, and of course, impersonating another person. These are the few examples of cybercrime in connection with IoT, right? If you are looking the incidents, right, in the last year, the trade or administrative or management, agriculture, mining, transportation, construction, accommodation, right, utilities, entertainment, retail, right, the specific item, healthcare. There were 798 incidents of cybercrime happened in healthcare sector alone. Of course, education is higher than the healthcare. Manufacturing, but most of us are having the feeling that finance is the only area where the cybercrime is happening in higher way. But it is not that. It is happening in the health sector. It is happening in the education sector also, right? So education sector is projected in higher percentage in the coming years. Similarly, in the health sector also, it is going to happen more than the finance sector within the next 1 decade, right? So you might hear blockchain, right? So you might hear that big data. You might hear cyber security. You might hear now IoT. We are dreaming a lot, right? We are creating bigger things. We are designing bigger things, right? Most of you may have a ambition of visiting, I can say, a world wonderful amusement park, Walt Disney, right? So the person who built that is not satisfied. You know why? He is saying like that, I dreamed, I created, I designed, right? But after construction of my old wonder amusement park of Walt Disney, I feel it should be better than my expectation, better than my uh, design. But it is not according to my design. Still, it has required lot of improvements. So similarly, when we go for designing something by using these technologies like IoT, big data, or blockchain, right? Still, it is in the hand of users. Users has to feel, right? I told about the cyber threat, right? Cyber security. So if you are looking the history, in 2018, okay, Tulsidas sir, they will provide attendance link soon. Please wait for some time, right? So 80,000 attacks are happened during 2018. And the prediction, not prediction, and the identification from that survey is 21% of files are not protected in any way. When we say, sir, 21% of the files are not protected, right? It is the fault of algorithmist, right? When we make machine learning algorithm, we have to make in such a way so that nobody can unknowingly or knowingly access it without any permission, right? So when we make such kind of algorithm, we have to take care. I think morning professor told a little bit about machine learning algorithms. I will come later. So 41% of companies have over 1,000 sensitive files left unprotected, and the services are going to extend like that 114 billion, but it is already breached that level. Last year, when you look, it is increasing only. When we simply talk about the username password, right? People are saying that 300 billion username passwords are available in this world. More than 300 billion as on the date. Again, it is the credit of Corona only. And the projection in the future for 2022 is like this. It is going to exceed 1 trillion cumulatively for the period of 5 years, 2017-21 period. So if you are interested to do research, IoT cyber security field, that is also a very good decision and upcoming area in the coming days. This is a old one which is saying that 29 billion will be connected with IoT by the year 2022, but it is again reprojected like this 50 billion for this 2020 itself, which means 2022 it will go as per the prediction of Intel, say 200 billion, right? This slide is not relevant data for current situation, right? So if you are looking the predictions, right, this is for 2020. This is not again required for the current situation. If you are looking for the prediction of 2025, right, it is estimated 21 billion. I said already it is going to reach 200 billion, right? And the second thing, cyber criminal, again, when we talk about IoT, cyber criminals are all unavoidable. Specifically, we can say this DDoS attack, right? And the third one, we can say more cities will become smart. I told Indian government also come up with this technology, smart cities. Hope we will also have it in our country. Then AI will continue to become a bigger thing. Without IoT, AI cannot implement successfully. So we are in need of IoT in a huge way. Then we are talking about these routers, right? Even colleges, academic industries also having routers in a higher way, right? It is going to dominate in the coming days, that too in a smart way and little bit of size. Then 5G, of course, our country is not get this technology as on date. It is upcoming one, but it is developed already in the ground countries. Then autonomous cars, again a question. This 5G arrival will be easy for making the security well. That is a prediction. Let us see. Let the researchers can expose it. Then IoT based DDoS attacks will take on more dangerous forms, right? Which means nowadays we are able to stop it in between, or we can follow it in some way. But uh, this IoT based DDoS attacks may lead to in a different way, which cannot be recoverable. Then security and privacy concerns, we don't have such kind of regulations or legislations in our country in a huge way, but still we are having a rule. I will share it within another slide. Okay, one more question. The first computer virus, I will uh, give me a moment. I will post it in your Give me a moment. Maybe the chat box is getting little delayed. Sorry, give me a moment. Please be patient. Right. Why it is not? Oh, already a few people polled, but the link, okay. You can please go to menti.com by using the code 942324. Give your poll. By the time I will paste chat box. I'm not able to access the chat box.
Participant, the chat box is enabled now.
Is it enabled?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is enabled.
Okay, one moment. Yeah, okay. Without knowing that, I tried a lot. Okay.
அதுக்குள்ள ஒரு chat
Yeah,
enable
I given the link. Right. Sorry, without knowing that, I asked participants. Okay. So the first computer virus is just a think tank question for the participants, right? Take another 20 seconds. We have another only 20 minutes. Don't Google it. Okay. Janani, the code is 942324. You can click the link in your chat box and give your poll. Otherwise, go to menti.com. Using the passcode 942324, we can make the polling. Okay. Okay. Today's session is a different one. Okay. All the right hand side answers are getting maximum what? I don't know. Is there any logic or that is the right answer? Very good. Most of you people are energetic and participating, right? I had 20 plus sessions in this session, but this is the one college which I found almost 50 plus percentage of participants are participating in the polling, right? It's good. I will give another 10 seconds so that the remaining people also can complete it. Okay, as I said earlier, I can keep this poll also open till end of the day. Remaining people can continue, right? So nowadays we are using this IoT, right? Specifically, I thought about telling healthcare, so that I mentioned, and the small model is shown to you for your easy understanding, right? And the recent past, the telemedicine also getting hike, right? When we say telemedicine, right? When we contact with the doctor is supposed to refer our old records. For example, in the screen, I showed an X-ray, right? When the X-ray is stored in the cloud, or when the X-ray is, I have give answer where to, no need of putting code. If you are going Mendy.com website, it will ask you to utilize the passcode for polling. If you are clicking the link directly, there is no need of code, right? So this telemedicine, when the doctor seeks the old records of the patient, right? And assume the patient is having an X-ray for the past 5 months continuously in 20 occasions. Then the data analytics will analyze and suggest the doctor about the improvement in terms of percentage, right? In terms of medicine also in the upcoming days. So this is also one of the good area to kickstart our research. And specifically in financing area, finance banking area, not only finance banking, in energy area also, the adoption of blockchain technology along with internet, right? IoT things. This is also we can think of it. Of course, artificial intelligence is, when we talk about IoT, we cannot omit this. Then augmented reality. Most of us are hearing this term and few of us are having experience of using it in some occasions, at least in exhibitions, right? So when the doctor goes for making a surgery, specifically heart surgery of a patient, and the patient will ask how the operation will be, whether I will get pain, whether I will lose a lot of blood, right? During the operation, what is the mode of my condition? Like that, the people may mentally ask several type of questions. And if you are having such kind of AR facility, augmented reality facility, then it is easy for the doctor or the hospital to demonstrate how the operation is going to happen to the specific patient, right? Again, it is a separate areas, but still it is under comes IoT, right? So like that, if you are talking about this healthcare application development trends, we can say cloud-based healthcare support or improved telemedicine or blockchain technology, artificial, these are all works under IoT only, right? So it is up to us to choose a specific field with a specific technology, right? Maybe one or two, not all, right? So which area you are going to execute? In my case, I taken a topic as medical healthcare sector. If you are talking about healthcare, the IoT will be in the area of manufacturing or in the area of transportation or in the area of healthcare provider, or we can say it is in the area of customer service, right? So, or it may be in the area of patient side, right? So the sectors are in a vast way. We cannot go and jump into the entire medical management area. We have to choose a specific one for executing our project, right? We can say sector. In the sector there will be several type of modules, right? In the modules, which are all we are going to use. For example, in IoT medical management, we can say like this, right? I said research and development, manufacturing, distribution, healthcare provider, or customer service as a broad scope. If you are going, okay, no need of looking the market is in a higher expectation, and there are several companies. Since there is less time, I am omitting this topic. Okay. Right. We will come, you just look this question. You can poll in between the discussion of other topics also, because of the time limitation, right? Then comes the ethics. Sir, earlier you told about environment ethics. Then I told about the IoT ethics. Now I am coming with the simple term ethics. Often we hear this term. Do you have ethics? Then why you did it, right? I'm not specifying any specific action of us, but we often hear from our good friends or relatives or parents such kind of statement. Do you have ethics? Why you are doing like this, right? Why it is happening? Why it is happening? For example, right? For example, I want to execute a work, right? So I am making a plan. The plan is mentioned here as the red oval shape, right? Whether the plan is technically 100% possible, definitely no. We are making some plan, but when it goes for execution, it is not fixing 100% technically. Okay, technically is not 100% fitting. In that sense, legally, whether it is fitting 100%, again, there is a deviation, right? Then where is the ethics coming? So this is an example taken from research, right? Again, on Ravan, it is published in the year of 2018. So whatever we plan, the ethics is having a small, considerably small amount of percentage. Of course, it is not matching 100% technically, not matching 100% legally, right? There may be some exemptions, but majority of the activities in the world are like this. This is the research saying, right? In that situation, right? In that situation, we can talk about two parameters. One is called a dilemma, and another one is called ethical issue, right? If you are doing something and the doing or the action which we are doing, right, going to make problem to the third party or other party, then we are saying our action, our operation is a ethical problematic one, right? If a situation is making a difficult choice, I told in an ungrown country, undeveloped country, if a person is cutting a tree, and in a developed country, a person is cutting a tree, right? So if it is in an undeveloped country, that is right. In a developed country, it is wrong. So that is the situation is making, right? The action is right or not. That is called ethical dilemma. So you please think yourself, how often you are having such kind of ethical issues? How often you are taking such kind of situation based decisions? That is ethical dilemma, right? That too in connection with our IoT. So when you talk about issues, ethical issues, right? Specifically in machine learning, we have several things. Accountability, we don't know, right? Transparency, we are not seeing anything, we are getting the results. Is there any confidentiality? We don't know. Who is the owner for cryptocurrency? We don't know. Anonymity, reputation, identity, fairness, privacy, like that we can list. So these kind of ethical issues, these kind of questions always raised by humans when they don't know the exact things, right? We can say, oh, if there is no white paper, people will ask. We can say several examples. Payball, maybe few of us are having account. That happened, hacked in the year of 2010 and lost several data. Citibank, the largest financial sector, they lost several data in the year of 2011. You know this boy, this guy, he is called the mafia guy. In his 11th year itself, he hacked many companies, including Dell, right? Amazon, CNN network, right? So that he used to call us a mafia boy. Sony also lost several data. You might hear this Cambridge Analytica on Facebook, a politicized problem in our India, recent past. So these things are all like this black box. We don't know what is happening in the system. The system is giving some result. Why the system is giving result? Based on the machine learning algorithms. The trained model is continuously receiving new data and the model is updating and it is giving a prediction. This is the working principle of a machine learning, right? You might you might have had experience of Apple iPhone Face ID. Few of you may experienced, right? That is the triumph of machine learning technology. No other equipments are having such kind of accurate prediction so far, right? Because the number of data, the way of capturing the content, mapping the content are all in a higher way of machine learning algorithms, right? So like that, we are having several type of ethical issues. For example, we can list like this: biases in face recognition system, gender biased, right? A few of you are doing research in this area. Morning talk, I understood. And in future, we are expecting this autonomous car, autonomous weapon, right? Personalized medicine, etc. things. So why healthcare IoT is required? Because it is free from physical constraint. So we are required IoT in healthcare, right? Nowadays we are doing like this. We are getting problem, then are going to diagnose, then we are getting treatment. Suppose if we are having healthcare IoT, as soon as we get such kind of issues, the IoT will trigger so that we will get alert, we will get pre-improved diagnosis, and we will go for pre-improved medicine, so that the conscious will be eliminated in a major way. So this is what we required healthcare IoT. Then some examples, if you are looking for, if you are going to make IoT healthcare, you are having these areas, anyone you can choose, right? So that it can be smart OPD or IPD or pharmacy, like that we can call. If you are interested in mobile app creation, you can go for making these kind of things listed as patient, doctor, patient kiosk, or ER, or ambulance, or diagnostic, right? Few examples taken from a referred area, right? In that modules, if it is a smart OPD, outpatient department, then again you are having subsectors like online appointment, patient kiosk, token queue system, unified registration test. Okay, if you are from a same academic industry, one department can choose one area for a particular year. Say example, this year they can take a theme as a smart OPD, and the subsectors can be given to various student groups, so they can go for developing. After one cycle of period, you may have a very good app or very good software package, which can be even go for selling, right? This is what the consultancy will kickstart in industry as well as academic sector. So for example, I already shared this PPT with the coordinator. They may share with the other people in the form of PDF. You can use it. And some of the equipments we can use like this. We are having the stethoscope, which is a digital one, but if it is possible to connect through IoT, then the data of the patient will be stored continuously over the period of time. So no need of looking the past history by asking the patient or relatives, right? So again, the same thing. And some examples of advantage, again, I have told many times, and the Indian market is like this. If you are looking the past few years, right, the growth of Indian market in health industry, specifically IoT, right? Then comes insurance premium collection, and it is almost manually happening in many occasions. Then we have to think of it. Again, one more prediction: by 2025, right, 30% of the IoT devices will be from healthcare. That's what I chosen this topic as a dominating area in the field of IoT, right? Healthcare, if you are concentrating research on healthcare IoT, then you are having the scope for making much career prospects, right? Then IoT challenges, we already discussed: security and privacy, reforms, mandates, of course, technology adoption. It is difficult for the people to convince in our country, right? Let me go little fast. Okay. When I talk about acts, in India, we are having a very good act, IT Act 2000, and we are having Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. If you are looking the IT Act to 2000, as per section 43, if anybody is misusing the data of others, like accessing computer system, downloading or copying data, inducing virus attack, damaging the computer or stored data, network, etc. will be punishable with a penalty up to rupees 1 crore. But in my knowledge, there is no case filed so far. Okay, you can also verify it. You can also check it. If you are finding, you can please share with me, right? So these are the very good acts in our country. And some important device, some available IoT device for your information, right? Okay. I told about this GPS fitted in our taxis. It is there are a pre activities in European Union. In our European Union, all the vehicles should have this e-call device. When the vehicle gets accident, that device automatically make a call to the emergency room so that the nearby evacuation people will come and rescue the accident met people. At the same time, if it is given the communication to the insurance, then the work for insurance people will reduce drastically. Okay, that is another one scope for doing research. So even though it is started in the year of 2005, it is completed only last year, 2018-19, right? But the time will take, right? Okay, the last one, maybe some academic experts are here. Even students are also welcome. If you are interested to do something, collaborative research, right? Because most of the occasions people wants to do something in a different place. If you people are interested to do any collaborative research, you please fill the form which is shared in your chat box as a link, right? I given many choices. Whichever choice is suitable for you, you can fill it and I will get you back. We can do some collaborative research, right, from my institute or the host institute or multiple institutes according to the individual's interest in the future, right? So for an example, I want to show life simplified with connected devices, right? This is also a way of living the life, right, with connecting lot of devices. For a best example of home automation, right? Are we having such kind of home automation in our country is a $1 million question, but we may able to make at least a few areas of our home to be automated so that we may also able to make the things in a simplified way so that we can live our life in a comfortable way. So earlier, the third poll, I asked the question, how many line of codes in Facebook? You please connect the CO2 emission, ethics, as well as the line of codes and searching a particular person name in our Facebook. Since the number of lines in the Facebook are more, it has to take long time to give the result. When I say long time, might be some microseconds. Maybe because of that, the CO2 emission will be in a higher way. So when we go for making such kind of machine learning algorithms, try to make it in a compact way so that the line of codes in our software packages will be in a limited way. By that way also we can save the environment without affecting from the CO2, right? This is another example of life simplified with connected device and without affecting by CO2 emission in a huge way. So for today's discussion, I referred these references, right? Whenever you have the free time, you please go through it. Those things are all really interesting. Whoever is interested to make offline connection in connection with collaborative research, you can contact me on the displayed contact details. So thank you for the patient listening. Thank you for the Sai Ram Engineering College to give the opportunity, specifically Professor Meena Kabilan. Thank you all. Over to the coordinator.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable speech. Participant, if you have any queries, please unmute. Otherwise, you put it in the chat box. Whether you are having any query, otherwise, shall we close it?
Okay. Maybe everyone is in a hurry of going back home.
Nothing.
Or
Sir, anyhow, your presentation style is very nice, sir.
thank you, madam.
And the preparation of slide is also so attractive to all the participants.
No, this is the way. Okay, don't think anything negatively. This is the way we have to attract people. Then only they will at least hear or see. Because this year AICT given 1000 plus FDPs. In the Atal itself, it is given 900 plus. In the STTP, they given another 500. It goes more than 1500. So people are fed up of sitting in front of computer, not only online class, including this STTP. So it is the way, that's all. People can understand and listen something. Hope I also contribute something better for this FDP. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Can I leave?
Okay, sir. Thank you. I will send the appreciation certificate and other formalities soon.
Okay, no problem. That
Thank
is
you,
okay. No
thank you,
problem.
sir. Thank you so much.
ஆக்டிவ்ல இருந்தாங்க சார். அவரு ரொம்ப ஹாப்பியா ஃபீல் பண்ணாரு.
நான் பேசுறேன். Participants, kindly submit your attendance. The link is posted in your chat box.
Participants, session attendance link has been already posted around 5 to 6 times. Kindly submit the same so that attendance can be done swiftly from our side. Tomorrow morning at 9:20 a.m. as such, you can join for session 7. Session 7, day 3. Anything you want to ask? Any queries do you have? Hope everyone have submitted the session attendance link. If you have any queries, you can stay back or else you can leave. Fine. Now, what do you want, Suchitra? You want the link to be posted again, Suchitra? Suchitra, madam, morning session, you are absent. Can you come in the line? Can you unmute yourself, Suchitra, madam? In the first session, you are absent. You haven't submitted the attendance link. You are unable to meet.